Good morning, everyone from Dapa, Sharga Island, Dapa. How is everybody doing out there? The windy Sharga Island. Yeah, we got a pretty hard wind last night. A little windy this morning. Uh, I know there's a typhoon brewing out in the sea, and this they say is a typhoon. The last one that came through was a tropical storm, um, but it was a bad tropical storm. Uh, the new one that's brewing, according to the trajectory path of that, it's supposed to hit up north. Will we get winds and stuff down here? We probably will. Will we get rain? Probably will. We'll see. But yeah, we are leaving Dapa today and heading over to General Luna. Spend a week in General Luna, hanging out and doing things. They have Halloween. Halloween is coming up. I won't be on Walking Street this year. You know, that's one thing I did miss. I did miss the Halloween and actually seeing how it just kind of like, boom, developed into what it is. But yeah, they have some big Halloween parties here. We are going to attend. So how's everybody doing out there? Chosen one, how are you doing? Nice thumbnail. maybe he's going to be upset if you do it. How are you doing, Brent? Bruce, Bruce had said about the thumbnail. A little about that thumbnail. The actual photo of me sitting in like a Game of Thrones chair, that's an actual photo. That was taken, what was it? I think it was Goshen Resort. I did a couple videos on the place. They had the chairs sitting there. Goshen Resort has that like Roman theme going on, you know, with talking about that Roman theme and stuff. And so that's the actual chair. Me sitting there. I actually found I couldn't even find that photo. And then I found it on somebody else's Facebook page, and I just kind of took it and then used it again. But everything else I had to superimpose in, and yeah, it took me a little while, but I was having fun doing it. Remember, thumbnails are the key. You got to have good thumbnails. Jason Pike, good morning, sir. How are you? I hope all is well. You got these tiny little, they kind of look like a baby bee or a baby yellow jacket. I haven't been stung by one yet, but they seem to wander in here every now and then. Pedro Rodriguez, how are you doing? Good morning to you, sir. Modern Day Drifter, hello, how are you? Ricky USA, how is Ricky USA? Hope Ricky is doing well. Mike was hoping you could help out Walking Street with Candy Pass. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun. Good time. Yes, you are correct. From Scorebirds, I don't have to be to go. I don't have to go to Scorebirds to enjoy Scorebirds, right? I don't have to pay my 500 pesos to go in to get, and people are going to get mad, and to pay for subpar buffet. I don't like it. It's my thoughts. Everybody's taste buds are different. And if you've been to one, you've been to them all. You know what I mean? I can understand if it's your first time and I'm going to go check it out, and then this and that. But like, keep going back. Let's put it this way. In my opinion, the Scorebirds parties they had before the, the chimp thing hit, way better. And even the one directly, the very first one they had after was better. Drinking competitions and way better. But if you're new and you want to check it out, check it out. I know some people say, well, we go there just to support them. Well, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Real RG Baberonis and Ace Baby Dolls. I think Angeles City is much better than Sherrill when it comes to your health and there. Any decent doctors or hospitals over there, Brian? I found a decent doctor here, like a family doctor. You know what I mean? Go in, sit down, talk to them. I found a decent one here. There's a couple over in uh, General Luna. I see them advertising. Um, there's dental clinics here. There's eye clinics here. If you fall and break a leg or break an arm or get cut open or something like that, things like this happen to people on vacations. There are clinics here to handle that. If you have a massive heart attack, you fall over, dead, well, do you really need a really good hospital? Um, but yeah, when it comes to that, yeah, of course, you go to a bigger city, you're going to have a lot of bigger hospitals, but the key to all that too is, finding the there's lit. Thank you. Get my coffee. The key is finding like the right doctor. You could be surrounded by a bunch of hospitals here, and I've seen it firsthand. And well, we don't know what's wrong with you. Go to another hospital. We don't know what's wrong with you. Go to another hospital. I've seen it firsthand. But yeah, I mean, if I need any type of major work done, I'm not getting it done here. I'm going to either go to Manila or something like that. Big Dreams Philippines. Hello, Joe. Hello, ¿Cómo está, sir? Don't want to see any more Walker Street. Like to see how the hospital is coming along. Yeah, I would love to see that too. But nobody's doing those things, right? I don't know if they can't get into the hospital, if they haven't gone through the right channels to get in, because you walking up, going, "Hey, I'm a vlogger. I want to go in." They're going to say, "Not going to happen." It's just not going to happen. If you have connections and the right people, yeah, great. You're going to get in there, and I would love to see it. I wish the society, the museum, Philippine Museum Society, the ones that are rebuilding it, redoing everything like that, would have a website where they could update and post things. But I haven't seen it. Yes, true, Bruce. Yes. Jim Grady, Angeles City is a time to move on. I'm moving on. You know, you gotta understand. There's a thinking behind things here, and I'll get into this a little bit later. That thumbnail I put up, all right, because I know how vloggers are in Angeles City. You see Philly? You just see them. I know how they are. I just know how they are, and plus I know there's some people that especially a guy I've nicknamed Judas. If he ever comes back here, I'm gonna kick his ass. Ain't happening. It ain't gonna happen. Yeah. Paul says, hello, Brian. I'm heading back to Angeles City in the next few months. I'm currently on diabetes Junamet pills. Junamet pills. Is it what you are taking? And it is available there. I am not taking that. I don't take that. It sounds familiar, that medication. I think I might have been on it at one time in the very beginning. But no, I'm not on it. Is it available here? My suggestion would be if you could bring like say like a 90-day supply, a 30-day supply, or whatever, make sure to bring that. That way, that gives you time to do your research. But bring it, put it in your pill bottle with your name on the prescription and everything like that. Bring it. When I first came over here, when I decided to move over here, I had 180 days worth supply of medication. Nobody stopped me. Nobody said anything. Like I said, I had it all in pill, in labeled prescription bottles from the pharmacy. But my advice: bring as many as you can. Then, when you get here, don't wait till the last second to find out if it's available. And then get going to the pharmacies. Your Mercury drugs, your what are the other one? South Star. They're going to if anybody's going to have it, they're going to have it. All right, in quantities. Now, if you're moving or you're visiting out in the provinces, it's like a hit or miss thing. It's hit or miss with me. But that would be my suggestion. And you also got to understand, if you have a prescription plan now, let's say you're getting refills for whatever, $10 for 90-day supply. Here, your prescription plan might not cover you here. It all might be out of pocket. You might want to check on that too. But that would be my advice. Oh, hang on. I got the wrong guy here. Desert 67. Philly, what's the short guy on Walker Street asking for money in Angeles City? If you're talking about Junior, he is a professional panhandler. That man makes more money walking around panhandling, gets free meals most of the time, a lot of times. He makes more money than a college educated person working at the mall at, say, a couple hundred pesos a day. All right. That's just his thing. It is. Jason Pike, thank you, sir. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciated. Every little bit helps. Do you miss Angeles City? Don't think I spelled that right. Don't have my glasses on. Here, they won't allow any vlogging in most places. Plus, can't use drones in most areas without a license. Do I miss Angeles City? Like a big hemorrhoid? You know what I mean? Do I miss some of the people? Of course. I've met some really good people in Angeles City, from Filipinos to expats. But as far as missing it, no, not really. Everything that I, kind of liked, not kind of like, but liked, like places to eat, Western style food, grocery stores that had Western style food, things like that. I found here. I didn't hang out with a shitload of expats. That wasn't my thing. I wasn't involved in any type of pool leagues or anything like that. But yeah. You say they don't allow vlogging in most places, but can't use drones in most areas without a license. Here, I will get, when it comes to drones, if I'm near an airport, I'll get a warning. Hey, you're da-da-da-da. Then it gives me the option to actually override it. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to stand like at the landing strip of the airport and put up my drone. You know what I'm saying? Or on takeoff. But like my old landlord told me, he said, hey, he goes, you do it, and if questioned, you act like you don't know. Here, if I flew a drone in a restricted area, but I was right on the edge of the restricted area, the police aren't rushing to my, trying to arrest me. Even if there was an officer there. Matter of fact, this happened on the bridge outside Clark. Clark. Yeah. I was flying. This guy cruises up on a motorbike. Sir, you can't fly here and da-da-da-da-da. I'll be honest, I kind of like played stupid, like I didn't speak English. You know what I mean? I'm just shaking my head. And then I landed it and everything like that. This was in like the States. Man, I am getting a fine. They might compensate my drone, all this. Here, like, same way with checkpoints. You know, when you get stopped, can we see your registration? All right. Can we see your license? Depends on the situation. Uh, they might kind of just give you a warning, like, "Hey, listen, get this corrected," and they're not quick to jump on you and cause you money because they know that people don't have that extra money. So yeah, don't go back there. The magic times long gone. Dodgers lead 4-1, bottom of the third. He misses Tequila Reef. Hey, John, how you doing, John? I've said this before, and I'll say it again. And I took heat. Tequila Reef breakfast was very good when they could consistently cook it. Consistently is the key word. Yeah. Where are we at here? Oh, okay. Because you haven't kept up with the news recently. There's a big to do about drones flying over U.S. military installations. Well, yeah, I 2 beers. Yeah, you shouldn't be flying over military installations. Period. And if I was the military in charge, once you hit that outer zone and you came in about an inch, I'd be shooting it down. No need. No need. We don't. You don't. They don't know who it is. Come on. We had a balloon floating over the United States from the West Coast to the East Coast. All right. Do the Flyers have a chance of winning the Stanley Cups? Winning the Stanley Cup again? Maybe eventually. We'll see. Quick update about Elliot Eastman. There's no update. No word. No nothing. There's nothing out there. Nothing in the news. You still have the sleuths out there reading into everything. But there is nothing. Nothing. So, like I said, we can only hope for his safe return. And that's all we can do. But there is nothing out there. Now, something could break today. Who knows? But I'm sure if it does, the sleuth detectives will be on it. "17 minutes in." You know what? Let me get into. Let's talk about. My experiences that I never really shared with people on YouTube that has happened to me as a vlogger in Angeles City. But before I say that, you guys check out The Ugly Tourist. Check out his channel, right? He's in Angeles City, all right? He's in Angeles City. Let me actually copy and paste his channel, okay? Called The Ugly Tourist. I am liking this guy, all right? His sense of humor, the things he says, his videos. There it is. There it is, guys. If you want to check it out, click that link. Matter of fact, you've made it when you've got people using your catchphrase, right? The ink isn't dry on the passport, right? You made it when people are saying your quotes. I could put that on a T-shirt as expats arrive in the Philippines and sell them at the airport. "Oh, you're here to live? Oh, you're here to vacation? All right, you're here to live? Here, you need this T-shirt. My ink is not dry on my passport." All right, that'd be a great T-shirt. Somebody will probably throw that to Adrian, and Adrian will probably put it on his T-shirt, right? Or put it on a T-shirt and sell it on Walking Street. But yeah, check the guy's video out if you haven't. The Ugly Tourist. I think I like him. I just, I like his sense of humor. I like the things he's doing. But anyways, let me get back to what I was talking about. As a YouTuber, you're always going to take heat. Doesn't matter what. As you start getting bigger, you're going to take heat. But I had this one, I had multiple encounters that, yeah, you're right. He seems like a normal guy. And I never really shared because, whatever. But you guys can remember, I did a video on that expat who attacked that older Filipino man on Walking Street. I did that video. The guy got thrown in a police station for jail for it. They caught him with a little bit of, the little funny stuff, which I could care less about that. That wasn't the point of the whole video. The whole point was this guy's a piece of shit for attacking this old Filipino man. Drunk. Trying to put it out there. Don't get drunk. Don't be stupid. Don't do things like this. Well, that guy got out. He paid his way out or paid his, whatever he had to pay to get out. All right. So a couple months go by and I'm walking down Walking Street and I look over to Kokomo's. This is the morning. Remember, this is morning. I look over and I see him and he's all drunk again. Mark Doyle, good morning, sir. Val Dunn, good morning, sir. You're right. He mixes ugly tourist mixes truth, a little sarcasm and irony. All right. So there he is. He's drunk. He's falling all over and talking loud. So I'm like, all right, let me go up there and talk to him. Now, this was like a couple weeks after I had gotten the shingles virus, right? I'd finally was out of enough pain to where I could kind of get out and move around, but I was still in pain. All right. So I get up there and I'm telling this dude, I'm like, hey, I say, hey, buddy, I said, listen, man, can I get you a trike? I'll pay for a trike, get you home. I don't want to see you get in trouble and everything like that. And he's like, yeah. And then he looks at me. You motherfucker. I'm like, oh, relax. You did that video. I'm like, yeah, because, you were an idiot for attacking that old Filipino man, And then he starts going, knock you out. He kept flinching at me. Right? I'm like, oh, relax, man. I said, listen, I don't want to see you getting any more trouble again. I want to get you a trike. I want to put you in a trike. I want to send you home so you don't have to worry about anything, right? And then he would just start talking normal to me. You know what I mean? Then he would go from talking normal to me you motherfucker, right? And I'm backing up, getting into defensive mode. I don't want to rumble with this guy because the guy is pretty big, and he's drunk. So anything you throw at him, it might just bounce off of him, right? So I'm getting in defense mode, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm not dealing with you anymore. So he starts kind of following me out of Kokomo's, right? I get in front of, I go out of Kokomo's onto Santos. Santos. Yeah. And he's following me. Next thing you know, this blue Toyota car pulls up, right? In sits a bald-headed vlogger with his girlfriend. I'm not going to say who it is. Blue Toyota, a vlogger with his girlfriend, right? And he's seeing all this, right? He's looking. Kind of walk by the front of it. I'm still backing up, getting away from this guy. He rolls down his window. Everything okay here, Philly? Oh, fuck, get out of your car and at least back me up with something. You know what I mean? I would. If I'm your friend and I see you in a situation like that, I'm coming to your help. I'm coming to back you up. I'm coming there to make sure you're okay. I'm not rolling down the window and going, everything okay there, Philly? That just showed me the type of person he is. So anyways, this guy takes off and everything like that. And I go up and I'm talking to Adrian. I'm sitting there, right? Next thing you know, he shows up again, right? And he's kind of talking to me and stuff. And And, he's not being real aggressive, right? So I could see he's drunk, everything. So I offered him my seat. I'm like, hey, my man, have a seat here. Have a seat on the bar stool, relax. So bluish Toyota. I don't know what color it is. It's got that color. So I offer him my bar stool, right? And I say, here, my man, have a seat. Have a seat. I don't want to see you fall over. Well, he goes to sit on the bar stool and he doesn't quite make it. Victor, see how you doing, sir? The bar stool like shoots out, right? He falls on the ground, right? And he's like trying to get up, right? I'm not laughing, inside I'm laughing, right? But I'm not laughing to show him, any kind of disrespect. I reach my hand down. I'm like, yo, man, let me help you up. He's down, fuck you. And he's going on and on and on. Like, F you, F you, F you. You're not a military guy. This and that. I said, how do you know I'm not a military guy? He goes, well, I don't know. I said, well, then why are you accusing me of this? And then, or making these accusations, right? And then he's going on and like just completely like starts tearing into me, and doing his little flex, So I'm like, no, I'm not dealing with this, right? But he just kept going on. And at some point, and now everybody's looking, this guy's tearing into me and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? Nah, enough's enough. The anger has boiled up inside of me. You're not going to continue to disrespect me. I don't care if you're drunk or not. The hell with you. I was wearing my ball cap, right? And he just kept going, right? I take off my ball cap, I throw it on the ground, and I turned around. I'm like, come on, motherfucker. And I'm screaming, come on, motherfucker. Come on, motherfucker. You want to play crazy? Let's go. Let's dance. And I'm screaming at him, right? I've learned in the prison system, a lot of times people will talk loud and act tough, but when you confront them one-on-one, they'll turn and run, or they'll turn and they'll ran like a coward, all right? What's this guy do? He turns and he starts walking away. I'm like, yeah, keep going. You talked all this stuff. Now, did I really want to fight him? No, I really didn't want to fight him. But you know what? And I know people say, well, the better man would have walked away. Okay, maybe that's you. Maybe you like being disrespected by other people in public. Maybe that's you. That's not me. And when I turned and started that, I'm hoping and praying that this guy is not going to want to fight me. I don't want to be, I don't want this guy to be fighting me. But yeah, these are the crazy things that he dealt with. And that's one of many, many. Too bad police brass don't realize that street language works. Hard to reason with a drunk. This is a good story. Oh, thank you. But I mean, as a vlogger, especially like people, I was the first one. I mean, a vlogger that's there and going around and doing things. First one to do Walking Street, first to do the, you know what I'm saying? And of course, you are going to get people in that area and other people that visit the area. I don't like him. He doesn't need to be vlogging on Walking Street. And before I continue on, a guy like Leon, It's My Life, good for him. Good for him. He did not allow anybody to hold his balls and tell him what he can and can't do. He continued to vlog. He had laser beam shot in his eyes. He had a door guy attack him. He had a guy whack his camera down, and he kept going. He didn't allow them to stop him from doing what he likes doing. And he's still doing it today. So good for him. Good for him. But like I say, I was getting people emailing me leaving comments. I'm going to kick your ass. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. All right. And these might even have been expats living in Angeles City, seeing me out and about. It says was the first, but says didn't continue on. You know what I'm saying? Yes, says was the first. So Yummy Kai they were the first ones to kind of do it, but they stopped. You know what I'm saying? but yeah, you'll have these people, and yeah, I'm going to tell you, there were times where I thought, all right, is somebody really going to come after me? Is somebody really going to hurt me? I don't want to, you know, live my life in fear that maybe some drunk idiot that didn't like me on YouTube, and because, I blocked his message, is going to come up and try to attack me. You know, I don't know a lot of you people. I don't know a lot of you people. I know Mike, I know Bruce, that I've met in person, but I don't know these, you guys, my subscribers and stuff, like personally. So I don't know who these people are, and don't get mad at their, tiny little things. But here's another one. I had a certain person. I won't use his first name, because then we can't tie I can't use his first name together with his last name, because, they might get upset, might say, oh, you can't use my name. But I can use either his first name or his last name, because there's many of, say, Mikes out there in the world. Many of Mikes. Right? Many of Mikes that are vloggers. I can say Mr. Creed, like Apollo Creed, right? Apollo Creed. There's many creeds out there, including Apollo Creed. Well, this guy, he wanted to take jabs at me. All right. YouTuber, not a big channel. But he didn't like what I was doing. He didn't like what I was doing. All right. Made videos stating, he made a video basically about me exploiting Anna. Everybody knows Anna from my channel. Homeless Anna. I've known her for a long, long time. I spoke to her every time I seen her. I would give her a little bit of money to go help her go eat. Other people, because of my vlogs, have seen her and also helped her out, giving her food, different things. You know what I'm saying? But he wanted to attack me and say I was exploiting her. He didn't know our story. He didn't know anything about that. All right. And the guy was slick enough, because nobody watched the guy's channel, and nobody still watches his channel. But he would put my name, Philly in the Philippines, in his title, because he knew it was going to draw people in there. Right? So this guy, he's attacking me, making these videos about me. All right. Same guy who trash talk, Filipinos at SM Mall, which the videos are down because he got called out. Trash talk to truck drivers, video pulled down because he got called out. Attacked me, saying I didn't like Adrian. I hated Adrian. Video pulled down. All right. He didn't like a thumbnail that I used from the Scorebirds pool party, and he had a big problem with it. Big problem. All right. Scorebirds pool party. Girl was bent over. I used her as a thumbnail, and he had a problem with that. He went on the attack on me on that. This Mr. Creed. All right. However, I just seen a thumbnail from a recent pool party. All right. And the thumbnail was changed. The thumbnail was changed. The first thumbnail up there were 3 girls on the pool, at Scorebird pool party. That was the thumbnail. Certain vloggers will use Scorebirds pool party for their bread and butter. They've got massive views on the past, and they're going to keep putting them up there because it's their bread and butter. They're making the money for the month. However, the bread and butter has dried up to hard, crusty toast. The views aren't there. So he put up the thumbnail of the 3 girls on the pole. Right? Wasn't getting the views. Why isn't the bread and butter working? Changed it to a girl on the pole with her legs spread wide open. Right? Wide open. Why wasn't he attacked? Why didn't Mr. Creed do an attack video about that? People just pick and choose. It's a double standard type thing. But yeah, I deal with that all the time. I dealt with it. People look to invent any controversy for like life goes on. Yes. But yeah, I've dealt with different things. It's part of the game. It's part of being a YouTuber. You are not. Everybody's not going to like you. They're just even Mike, our Philippine journey. We have one guy who I don't think he really likes Mike too much. Uh, now he doesn't like me because of a video I put out and made. I made a comment or statement. You're just going to have it. You're going to have it. Um, but when people are weird. Not my subscribers. My subscribers are great, outstanding citizens wherever they are in the world. But yeah, people are just, I don't know. I had one guy making threats to me. So here's the thing: if a guy puts his name up, like a lot of these trolls will create like crazy stupid names. You know what I mean? They're a troll, and you just kind of like wipe them out, prevent them from commenting on your channel, and they'll still keep typing away because their comment will show up. However, everybody can't see it but him, and he thinks he's doing a big thing. But some people will even put like their name, like their real name. This one guy, excuse me. So this one guy, he starts attacking me, but he's got his real name up there, like Bruce Cinder. All right. That's Bruce. That's who Bruce is. That's Bruce. All right. So I'm like, all right, let me go check. And I checked his Facebook. Here, the guy worked for the department, the federal government, right? The federal government. Yeah, it's in there, is where he lived, married, his employer and all that. And I'm like, what an idiot, right? Left his email. So I emailed the dude. I'm like, hey, dude, you think your employer, the federal government, would like to know that you're harassing people online and making threats to people online? Soon as I found that out, because he even put down the department he worked in. As soon as I told him that stopped real quick, right? That stopped real quick. I even made it to a group. I'm not going to say the name. That basically this group, all they do is talk about the bars and the girls, and they'll put up other information about different things, but their main focus is on the bars and the girls. All right. They started attacking me in the group. All right. It's like somebody was telling me, like, I don't know, I never heard of this group. So I became a member, right? Still a member today, still checking out the videos in case they want to say anything bad about me. They were going full bore on me, right? They didn't like it. They didn't like me. This all started because I went down to Barrio Barreto when we were allowed to leave Angeles City to go to Barrio Barreto. We were allowed to. However, I don't think people from Barrio Barreto were allowed to come up to Angeles City. However, in their group, they would tell you, you want to sneak in, go in this gate. They don't question it. They don't have anything. And they would come up. All right. So they started attacking me and attacking me and attacking me. I'm like, all right, you want to use your platform. And they didn't want to be, their channel and their platform didn't want to be out there. They had rules and stuff and, don't put it out there and this and that, whatever. All right. But they kept attacking me. I'm like, all right, you want to attack me? Here we go. All right. I called them out. Certain ones by name, certain ones by name, or the pretend name that they came up with, because a lot of these people that are in these groups, they're married, they have wives, they have kids. They don't. Their wives and their wives or their girlfriends don't know they're in these groups. They don't know. They don't know. They're sneaking behind. They don't want bloggers on Walking Street because they don't want to get caught and be on YouTube, caught there because they told their wife or girlfriend they were somebody else, you know? So I called him out. No, I'm not in Angeles City. I called him out. So eventually they calmed down. The monitor and all that said, hey, we're not going to trash people. But that's shit you got to deal with. Hey, Jim, how you doing? Brian, do you kind of see yourself as a Jerry Springer of the PIs, PI in regards to expats? I'm not it. I sit back and I observe. That was my job working in a prison. Sit back, observe. Sit back, observe. And not all expats are bad. I said that and I'll say it again. Not all of them are bad. Some, though, come off on YouTube as being these saints, but off camera, I've sat with them. They're drama. They talk about people. Anyways, let me get another like plug, because I'm sitting there going, more and more bloggers are coming into Angeles City. Like I said, the Ugly Tourist. I like the guy. Go over there, click on his channel, subscribe. I think you guys are like a lot of you my age. I think you'll like him. He doesn't, do all Walking Street, and he's learning. He'll admit he's learning. He's not claiming to be an expert. However, his ink's not dry on his passport. Check it out. But Eric and Mercy, Poppies, Far East Poppy, all right? They don't really do too many YouTube videos because, they started their restaurant and they're doing good, and good for them. It takes balls to start a business like that when you have a lot of other businesses around you. I think he's branded his restaurant very well, marketed his place very well. But I like what he's doing now because he's starting to like sit down like Sir King Arthur Knight's round table. Is that it? Right. And he's got microphones set up. He's sitting there and he's talking and like interviewing people. Nobody has done that in Angeles City. I mean, I've interviewed a couple people here and there, but to sit down and start that format, I think that's great. That format, Old Dog and all them, they're the ones that kind of started that format and did well. But nobody up in Angeles City was doing that. I think that's a great idea. Great angle he's using there. He's drawing people in to stay there, because they watch him, they like him. Why not sit down? And he's a great person. He, an interviewer, he's a pleasant person. Mercy's a pleasant person also. But I think that's a good idea. I think he'll do well with that. So I'm saying you got to do a different angle. You got to do something different that hasn't been done. But I think he's doing great. I don't know. I mean, one guy, he don't know if he's starting a channel, if he's not starting a channel. I don't get it. I'm going to start doing this. Then he does it for a while and then stops doing it. And then he erases all his videos. And then I'm going to use a different angle. And I don't get it. One thing, if you want to be a vlogger, say, if that's your thing, if you want to be a vlogger making money and be, successful at it, you got to have this in your hand all the time. You've got to, yes, it does suck when I'm going to like the hot, the cold springs or something, and I got this in my hand. I might have a drone in my backpack, and I'm doing all that. Do you have a chance to relax and stuff? You're there, you're relaxing, you get your footage, All right. But you got to have that in your hand all the time. It's rare, but it does happen, to where you've done it as a hobby and all of a sudden, boom, it takes off. And good for you. And then, all right, now I got to go home. Now I got to edit. Now I got to render. Now I got to upload. Now I got to tag. Now with the things and so many vloggers in the Philippines, you have to every day go out and do something. You have to. And all it takes is 1 or 2 videos to boom, take off. That's all it takes. But yeah. But anyways, here's I'm going to wrap this one up there. Hang on a second. Let me get something here. Let me get something here. All right, I got something here. A prop. I got a prop in my hand. All right. Josh says, old dog does well sticking to the script on those interviews. Unlike Brian, that has the ever-changing script. You never know where your journey will bring you. Yeah, that's my brain. I said it before. I might have something that I want to talk about, and then my brain clicks to other stuff that I want to talk about. And instead of waiting for that part of my script to come to the front of my brain, to come down to my mouth, it just comes out. It just comes out. Anyways, guys. All right, Mike, take care. We'll talk to you later. Anyways, guys. Oh, you're welcome, Victor C. Can you do more content on your bike? Sure, Jim. I'll get out there. I'll do something. I'm back on. Angeles City YouTubers, and I'm talking all of them there. The day you get one of these, all right, one of these. It's dirty. I know it's dirty. And I should do a video on what I actually truly think of the silver button. The day you get that, all right, then you will, or you can, no, you will become the new YouTube king of Angeles City. All right. Now, let me see, now my brain froze. It either wants to spit stupid stuff out or it freezes. Let me clarify. There it is. Let me clarify. Once you get one of these that you have earned honestly, without cheating, then you can dethrone me. What do I mean by that? Ed from Queens. Hello, Ed. A certain vlogger, I'm not going to say his name. Let's put it this way. He lives over in Big Ballers City, or as I called it, Big Ballers, what do you call it? Village. Big Ballers Village. All right. Hey, YouTube started allowing you to do shorts. All right. People can take shorts from, say, TikTok, Instagram, all that. You can take that short that is going viral. All right. You can edit it. You can tweak it. You can add songs to it. All you got to do is tweak it a little bit. Then you can turn around and you can upload it on your shorts on your channel. Somebody else's work, somebody else's upload from wherever, the United States, Canada, Australia, where you can do that. All right. The person uploaded a couple videos that way. All right. And got millions of views. when you get millions of views, people are going to sit there and they're going to click subscribe, 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 subscribe. How do I know? Because I put out a lot of shorts that I did, and I picked up a lot of subscribers off of shorts. All right. But I did it. My content, my material. I didn't steal it. Cheaters are not winners. And I don't know. I don't know. And where did I hear this from? I heard it from one of his big baller friends that live in his big baller area. I don't know if he applied for it. I didn't hear. I think I might have heard something that he applied for the silver button. It'd be, why? Like you take pride in it. I mean, you desperately want a silver button with your name on it for cheating. Be like cheating in the Olympics. All right. Sort of like a male boxer cheating in the Olympics to get a gold. You know what I mean? But that's what I say. Honestly, when you can honestly earn this, you're king. If you're in Angeles City and you're vlogging, you've earned this solely vlogging as a vlogger in Angeles City and around Angeles City. You're the king. You're the king. I will move from the king status to the legend status. All right. Yeah. How is it? I always know who you were talking about. Who is it? Nah, Ricky, I can't. I'm not going to put his name out there. I'm not going to put his name out there. Let's just put it this way. The channel got one video that did really good, and the others kind of like were bombing. Even now, his shorts are bombing. But it is what it is. I mean, a boxer fighting a woman. No, I'm referring to cheating, right? Do I think Chubb's ever get next far? No. Unless he changes something up. Gets out of the city, starts filming outside the city, drawing different people in. Unless he holds his own balls, unless he's man enough to hold his own balls and quit listening to expats in the area telling him what he should vlog and what he shouldn't vlog, and this and that and this and that. No, I don't. Hopefully it's the ugly tourist. Hope the ugly tourist is going to be the king, the next king of Angeles City vloggers. The large lady is an authority on identifying people. Yeah. And you guys, you watch my videos, my live streams, the last ones I had focused, the last ones I had put out. All right. About, this horrible, tragic missing person of Elliot Eastman. Correct me if I'm wrong. I never once said white Caucasian male body that appears to fit the description of Elliot Eastman. I never once said that. Other vloggers were running with it. They ran it off of that. See, now I'm going to get wound up. They ran off of the one guy who doesn't give a shit about families' emotions or doesn't give a shit about other people's feelings or emotions. He wants to put stuff out that shouldn't be put out, showing bodies floating in the water and putting links to bodies floating in the water. No sympathy in his voice. I don't ever think he once even said, hey, I feel bad. When he did put out, but let me get back to that. See, my mind's going everywhere. I never once said that. Other people were saying, everybody was saying that. No, not everybody was. I didn't say it. All right. Then when we found out that it wasn't, and it was, another person that lost their life, and now their family has to deal with that tragic loss. All right. Never retracted his statement saying, it was wrong for me to say that. You know what I'm saying? Never once, even showed any type of sympathy, saying, this is a sad thing. I feel bad. That is straight up a motherfucker right there who's only in it for the money. He relies on that money to live here. He's built a lifestyle around that money. See, now I'm getting wound up. Anyways, I never once said it. I always said, let the authorities do the job. Too many sleuth detectives out there. Another one I heard, another sad thing I heard, someone once again trying to, push this man's name, or embarrass this guy, made a statement without backing it up. All right. My thing is back up your statement. All right. If you're going to say it, at least put something up there to back up your statement. Was saying that his first person or girlfriend that came over here, he came over here and found out it was a ladyboy. Now, where is your statement? Why are you saying this horse shit? Why aren't you backing up what you're saying? Why are you trying to ruin this guy's name without backing up? Yeah, you're right. Pedro Rodriguez. I don't know. It sickens me. And, and people follow these big channels, Here's another one. All right. A certain vlogger, I won't mention him, but other people caught this, put up a thumbnail of becoming Filipino, right? That was his thumbnail. He was running with that one, right? In a video, was indirectly saying that people follow YouTubers, and if the YouTuber said it's okay to go to a certain area, they're going to go there because they're following their big YouTubers. So indirectly, he was saying hey, people are following him, and because you follow him and he went there, something happens to you, you thought it was okay to go there, all right? Ran with that thumbnail, then all of a sudden changed that thumbnail to a blurred out body floating in the ocean because the video came out prior to the information being put out about the body. All right. With the caption, "The End." I'm the king of clickbait. That was all clickbait. Anyways, I'm done. I'm done. I got wound up. At the end, I've let my anger come out, my rage against the machine, huh? Killing in the name. I'm lost. I don't know many vloggers. That's good. Always me. You know what? Check out people. You're either going to like what they have to say, their content, or you don't. You might follow someone for a while. I mean, I've had people follow me for a while, then all of a sudden I say something or do something they don't like, and I'm not going to follow you no more. I'm unsubscribing. I've followed channels and I've disagreed with what they had to say or what they did, but I don't unsubscribe from them. Bulls on parade, yeah. Steve, I don't know. I mean, YouTube platform is a huge platform. There are people making, yes, they are making a living on it, but I'm not talking like somebody like me. Some of these people are making, tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands. Some are even the big are making millions off of it. Will it ever go away? I really couldn't tell you. I mean, is it here to stay like the internet? You know what I'm saying? I don't think it'll ever go away. However, I do wish there was a platform, and there is, but it's not big. I wish there was a bigger platform that could compete with YouTube. Or I wish somebody would buy out the platform, YouTube, and make some changes. Yeah. Good question. Do you think your friend, well, I don't know if she's my friend. I know him. The only woman expat and Filipino guy duo exploiting the Elliot story as well. Are they exploiting it? They're going to tell you one thing. We don't need the money. We don't need this. We don't need that. Um, are they living here? Yes, they're living here. Are they thriving here? No, they're not thriving here. They'll even say that. Do they wish they were thriving here? Sure, sure. Who wouldn't? Um, do they need it for money? I, I don't know. The thing that upsets me with the two sleuths, is making statements without backing it up with facts. You know how to run your screen. You know how to bring up um, videos and screens. Don't read in. They love to read into a story and create a story on their own about the story. And that's what I don't like. Back it up with facts. Anyways, that's my thought. YouTube loses money. Too much storage expense. Oh, okay. Bakla. I bought Anna lunch. She has an interesting story, but was afraid to sit down to eat. She's a good person. Yeah, let me wrap this up here with a story of Anna. Since Mr. Creed said I was exploiting Anna, other people have met her, like Bakla. You know, she's out there. People helping her. And I wasn't the first one to actually even discover Anna. Another vlogger did. Another vlogger tried to help her out and get her a hotel or get her a room and kind of like put her up. You know what I'm saying? Who's Anna? Anna's a homeless woman that I got to know in Angeles City and introduced her to my YouTube channel and everything like that. Kiki in the Philippines. YouTuber in Angeles City. I was sitting at Tequila Reef. My breakfast had just come out. It was cooked properly. 2 eggs over medium, cooked to order. 2 eggs over medium, hash browns. No, not hash brown. Hash brown. Potatoes and crispy bacon. White toast. Cooked to order. Perfection. All right. Kiki comes walking down the road. Yes, she lives in the car. Hey, how you doing? And he comes in, he sits down beside me, right? He's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm like, what's going on, Kiki? What's up? He goes, I was up on Walking Street. I was and I had this medical condition. He goes, my body got weak. My head started spinning. He goes, and I fell over. He goes, I'm laying. I don't know if he's sitting on the sidewalk or in the street. He was laying there. He goes, yeah, I see. I kind of like woke up. He goes, and I had this person rifling through my pocket. He goes, and I just came from the money exchanger. I had all this money in my pocket. As a matter of fact, he pulled it all out and he showed me, right? Kiki's not the kind of guy that I don't think would lie to me about making up this story, you know. And when I looked at him, you know, you could see he had like road gravel on his body. His shirt was all dirty and stuff. So you could see that something had happened to him. He goes, so I'm laying there and somebody's rifling through my pockets, you know. He goes, and I kind of came through. He goes, next thing you know, I looked up. He goes, I seen Anna running from down the street, running down, yelling at that girl who was trying to get the money out of my pocket. He said, and Anna came up and like started hitting on the girl and pushing her off me and everything like that. He goes, oh, Anna like saved me from getting robbed. So yeah, either Anna knew him or I don't know, but and Anna didn't push the girl off of Kiki to get into his pocket. But yeah, that's how, you know, Anna would do that. Anna, every day when I would see her, good morning, you're so handsome. I said, Anna, you say that to everybody. No, only you. But then I would see her talking to somebody and I'd hear her, oh, you're so handsome. But Anna is not all there. She's just not all there. I know a lot of people have said, help her, get her a job, get her this, get her that, help her with this. She's just not all there. I think Anna, if given the proper medical diagnosis for her problem, or what, you know what I'm saying? It was on medication. Yes. But yeah. But anyways, like I said, Mr. Creed, talking out your ass before you know what you're talking about. And the funny thing is, there were other vloggers in Angeles City that were hopping on the Mr. Whoop whoop Creed train, attacking me and stuff. Whoop whoop Creed train. Matter of fact, the same guy, that had a problem with me, doing things around Angeles City, came to Angeles City, went to Walking Street, went to the bars, find the girls, and the rest is local legend. What happens after that, right? Isn't that solicitation of prostitution? Just saying. It's okay to attack Philly, who's not breaking the law, but you're breaking the law. No matter how much sugar you put on shit, it still tastes like shit. So, all right, guys, we will talk to you later. Remember, next week we'll be in General Luna hanging out. I got to pack some stuff, hopefully get over there before it rains. And once again, thank you, everybody, for joining the live stream. Thanks for all your input. Sugary shit thoughts. Sugary shit, though. Thanks for your input. I'm just sharing my stories, me, who I am, what I'm about. Anyways, thank you, Redneck, Bruce, Bakla, everybody else who's in here. And don't forget to give thumbs up. Give thumbs up if you like that thumbnail, right? It took a lot of time doing that. So, all right, we'll talk to you later.